Zimbabweans are preparing for the first election in the post-Mugabe era. And 4 months into his presidency, Emmerson Mnangagwa appears to be consolidating his position as leader of the ruling ZANU-PF. The opposition movement for democratic change is preparing to face Mnangagwa at the polls in July. But it's grappling with its own leadership challenges following the death of founding leader Tsvangirai last month. With new faces on the ballot, what are the implications for the country's political landscape as it heads into election season? For more on that, we're joined by Fidelity Mhlanga, a visiting newspaper journalist from Zimbabwe. Welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you, Vincent, for having
me.
It's
been an interesting time in Zimbabwe. Two people who have been like a permanent fixture of the political landscape there are not in the picture anymore. How are things looking like?
Yeah, the situation in Zimbabwe is very interesting. For the first time, we are having new faces on the ballot paper. President Mnangagwa and the new opposition leader, Nelson Chamisa, are coming on the elections, which are set to happen in August or July.
Yeah. Now, you've been there. I mean, I really wish to be in Zimbabwe to experience this transitional period. How is the mood in the country? How are people kind of reacting to this new kind of developments?
Well, when former President Robert Mugabe resigned in November last year, there has been some ray of hope that the country was heading for better times, taking into cognizance that the past 18 years, the country has been experiencing some harsh economic situation. And when President Mnangagwa came in, he came with a new mantra: Zimbabwe is open for business. And this has been received by many Zimbabweans as a chance for the country to move forward.
Yeah. In terms of the political affiliation of the citizens who are going to vote, do you get the sense that people are kind of somehow warming up to the ruling party now that Mugabe is no longer the leader of that party?
Yeah, there's a situation there because when President Mnangagwa came in, he chose a cabinet, which most Zimbabweans said it's a dead cabinet. They didn't expect him to appoint the same old faces that were in former President Mugabe's cabinet. So there has been some sort of resistance, and people are saying, well, it seems like it's the old ZANU-PF that has been in power for 38 years now.
Well, they are headed to the elections, of course, with a totally different political reality here. No Mugabe, but no Tsvangirai.
Yes.
What do things look like in terms of the hope for a free and fair election, which was a problem in the past?
Yes, the current president has promised free, credible, and fair elections, and has invited EU, UN, to actually look at the polls. And this actually has been received well by Zimbabweans. Yes, and well, I hope he will stick to his guns, and these blocks will come in and inspect the polls.
But as you said, anything like, if I lose fairly, I will, of course, vacate that seat.
Yes, he has hinted on that, and I hope we Zimbabweans hope that he'll stick to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we look forward, and we hope to see a totally different and progressive Zimbabwe. Fidelity, I want to thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
That's Fidelity Mhlanga, who's a journalist from Zimbabwe visiting Washington.